Hey everybody, it's Kristina of Crafty Paws. I want to do a video in response to Sybil B, who is celebrating her 52nd birthday. And she's asked folks to um, play along and do a face video answering a handful of questions. And so here's my response. She asked first, what are 5 loves of ours? The first I have to say is my hubby. I think that we were just meant to be. But you wouldn't have known it when we first met because we first met when we were both 18 years old, 19 years old, something like that. I was in college and one of my roommates was his sister. And he had come up to visit one weekend and I just thought he was the biggest jerk. And we ended up not liking each other. I thought he was a jerk for something silly. I walked into the room to introduce myself and say hello to him, and he didn't bother to get up. And I just thought that was so rude, and so I just wrote him off. And then the next time we met was 10 years later when we both happened to be living in the same city in Atlanta, and for work, and his sister actually called me and said, you know, Mo, my brother's living in the same city. Maybe you might want to hang out. He has friends there and you can maybe hang out and get to know more people and things like that. And we did. We became friends. We hung out, but we really didn't think much of each other. And I ended up moving soon thereafter, and so did he. I moved out to LA, he moved up to New York, and just didn't think much about it after that. And then, in 2005, I moved to New York for work, and we started dating. Just, you know, out of the blue, I guess. 15 years later, we started to date. 3 years after that, we got married, and last year we celebrated our 5th wedding anniversary. So it took a long time, but he jokes that I had him at hello. Seriously, that's a joke. So we have a very when Harry met Sally kind of story. The next love I have to say is Biscuit. She is just, she's gone through so much with me. She's almost 13. She'll be 13 on January 27th. And she's in some ways a little cat-like more than a dog. She chooses who she likes, and I feel honored that she has chosen me to love. And she's just sweet, and she's not really bright for a poodle. You know, poodles are supposed to be one of the smartest breeds, but she's not. But she's very, very sweet and loving to our family. Next, I guess, is Bandito, who you can see right there. He's just my new love. He is a year and a half, and he is just pure, loving, unconditional. He lives in every moment, and he enjoys each and every second, whatever he's doing, even if it's just sleeping. He is so fun to watch, and he brings me joy when I get to watch him play and just live life in the moment. The next are my parents and my sister in particular. I have a brother too, and they're both great, but my family just, I feel like there is nothing we can't accomplish when we set our minds to it. And when we do want something as a family, we all rally together and help each other, and we'll drop whatever it is we are doing to help one another. And I feel like that's what family is all about. And my parents have really instilled that in us. They worked really hard. They immigrated to this country, really not speaking the language very well, worked jobs that were 365 days, no Sundays off, no holidays off. And sorry, I'm getting emotional. They provided for my brother, sister, and I, so that we didn't want for anything. And they helped us with everything. So now I'm really fortunate that I'm in a place where I can live close to them and see them every week. And, you know, I count my blessings, and many or most maybe of my blessings are thanks to them. Um, the last thing I guess I will say is I love television. Is that a little change, a little lighter? I was a latchkey kid when I was growing up. I was the youngest of the kids in the family, and my parents, like I said, worked all the time, and so I, you know, spent my days watching funny sitcoms. It was really escapist and fantasy and funny and um, easy. Television was fantastic, and you know, I was fortunate enough to even be able to write my undergraduate thesis on Black sitcoms, and then I ended up getting. It wasn't my first job, but probably my second job. My big job. I mean, I've had like I was working as a kid too, but my first big career job was in cable television, and I've had many jobs at many different companies, all in cable television, and I've loved it. And now I consult, so um, I've really enjoyed television in all aspects of life. And I guess I'll add one little thing. My favorite movie of all time is, well, there's a tie. Star Wars, because again, it's just fantasy and phenomenal, just different and a whole new world. But really, the movie that if someone said you had to pick one movie to watch all the time, it would be Silence of the Lambs, because I just think it's so smart. It is. Usually, I can figure out in a movie who was a murderer, if it's a mystery, or you know what's going to happen next, if there's a plot twist or whatever. But Silence of the Lambs surprised me, so I really like that, and I also like the fact that a smart, hardworking woman figured it out. She was the heroine, and I love that. So many times in these like romantic comedies and stuff, it's just like the pretty girl or the nice girl, which is fine. But I really like that it was the smart one. um, I guess next is some YouTube, my favorite YouTube channel. I don't really have one favorite channel. I am addicted to YouTube crafting videos. I watch them all the time. I'm a little obsessed. That's my natural inclination, is to become obsessed with things. But I guess I'll pick two categories of crafting videos that I like, or channels that I like. I don't watch haul videos. I might make an exception here or there, but generally I don't. But I love funny folks and people who support causes. So, of course, Beth of Beth's Scrapbook Room, I love. She always makes me laugh. Something she says, she's self-deprecating. Amador is also a little self-deprecating, and he's super funny. Just says whatever pops into his head. So I love the two of them for that reason. They're super funny and, of course, talented and just genuine, awesome people. And the other I will say is people who have really soothing voices. And I think Cindy Ferkitto said that too at one point about Sybil. And Sybil, you're definitely one of those people. You just have the most soothing, lulling, sweet, kind voice, as does Johnny at Tabasco 14. I could listen to her all day. Then there's Dee Cobb. Those voices I love. I guess the last thing is, for 2014, what do I really hope for? And I will say I am hoping that I get healthy. I'm taking some steps. You're seeing a pillow on top of my lap because I'm supposed to be resting my arms on pillows all the time. So whatever crafting I'm doing is in this kind of position. I have to keep my arms supported, and it's supposed to take the pressure off of my neck and head. I'm seeing a head and neck specialist to help with my migraines and hopefully help with my posture. And so far, knock wood, it's working and helping. I've only been doing it for a little over a week, and I've already been able to curb and curtail 2 migraines that were coming on. It's trying to change blood flows, and so the last couple times I've popped 3 ibuprofen and gotten on the treadmill I know it's really counterintuitive. Usually I just want to curl up into a little ball and turn off all the lights, but it's working so far. I'm really hopeful that we can figure this out and I can get healthy. So that's my big hope for 2014. Sybil, thank you so much for hosting this challenge. It's really fun to watch everybody's videos and get to know folks more on a personal level. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Bye.